Welcome everyone, hope you're having an amazing day and thanks for joining us here on Cruise1st TV. It's time to go carnival cruising in this show to enjoy fun, music, laughter and the world famous Guy's Burgers at sea.
Yum, we certainly are. The brightly coloured fun ships are the best place to take the whole family for a total escape from the everyday. Enjoy fabulous food, lively surroundings and explore fabulous parts of the world. Sounds like the perfect holiday to me.
Absolutely, and another Guy's Burger for me, thank you very much. Right, let's do it. We've got a late deal for May on Carnival Splendour around Australia with a free upgrade. We'll hop on board Carnival Mardi Gras later as she gets us away from our grey October to cruise from Barcelona to Orlando for a fun stay in Theme Park Central. Sounds good to me. More burgers. First, let's head on an Asian adventure, which is pretty unique for Carnival. This is for next October. 20 fascinating nights in store as we fly first out to Tokyo in Japan. And we're going to enjoy a 2-night hotel stay there. Honestly, part of the world that so many people want to go and to see. And if you want to make your 2 nights in Tokyo even longer, just talk to the team. We can make it happen. You can be on that famous crossing where thousands of people cross all at the same time in good fashion. You can be enjoying all of the old and new, the temples, the shopping, the electronics, just the sheer bustle of this amazing city. I would love to go, Polly, wouldn't you?
You can go cosplay go-karting. You dress up as your favourite character and you go-kart around the actual streets. Incredible.
Can I go as Mario, please?
Of course you can. Okay, after that, you're going to join Carnival Luminosa for your amazing cruising element of the holiday. It's 14 nights going to great places on board. Carnival then is, like we're saying, it's just about fun, it's about activities, definitely for all the family, but it doesn't mean you've got to go with kids. It's your chance to be a big kid when you're away, because I mean, you've cruised, haven't you, with the producer?
Love it.
You were just massive kids on board doing all the activities.
Yeah, just loved it. They're just a real good, infectious, good time. It was like the whole ship had a smile the whole time. And I know that sounds very corny and cheesy, but it's kind of genuine. You hear music everywhere you go, and then the wonderful thing about being on a Carnival cruise ship is every time you move to a different bar or a lounge or a venue, it feels different as well. There's just such a great time for everyone. And yes, of course, you've got the family and the kids with you. Brilliant. I mean, there's so many things that you can do together, but equally, if it's just you two as a couple and you think, oh, I need to get away from all of this, you have got places like the Sanctuary to go and escape to, which is adults only. It's great big oversized lounges. There's a bar next to you. You could just go and escape there as you want to. But don't miss out on the fun on board, because they do fabulous comedy shows. And I mean, you know, they really know how to do comedy, because they do a lot of comedy on board the Carnival ships. Their entertainment, even their activities crew on board, because it's an American cruise line, of course, so it is very American, and that is naturally very infectiously fun.
Positive.
Great, yeah.
And then they have these great deck parties. Did you take part? Mega deck parties.
Yeah.
Did you take part?
I did a conga around the deck.
Games, there's prizes, activities. It sounds so much
Lovely.
fun. We've seen the water park. We've seen all the incredible restaurants. There's such a great choice there. Obviously, Guy's Burgers, because it's American. They do love a burger. So it's going to be amazing. So cruising out of the port for Tokyo, arriving in Osaka, which is the home to Universal Studios Japan. That's the 3rd most visited theme park in the world. There's great history too. There's Osaka Castle, great shopping, and there's a great Ferris wheel. A day at sea, you'll arrive in Fukuoka. Now, it is a great excursion here to take in Aso Volcano, the grassland, the Aso Shrine as well. You get to see the live volcanic crater. You could enjoy a great day there. Next is Jeju in South Korea. Now here you've got Manjangul Cave. It's one of the longest lava tube caves in the world. You've also got the Teddy Bear Museum as well, so you can see the largest collection of teddy bears in the world. Aww. A day at sea takes you to Taipei in Taiwan. Now here you've got Taipei 101. It's a super skyscraper in the capital city. You've also got Taiwan's largest lake. It's got such a beautiful name, the Sun Moon Lake. It's just a place of absolute beauty. A day at sea arriving in Hong Kong. Here there's a great activity. You can curse your enemy with a shoe. It's a cultural practice. It's a special ceremony with rituals. You write your enemy's name on a piece of paper, your boss, your ex, whatever, your annoying neighbour, and you beat your shoe as a symbolic form of punishment. Fantastic. Couple of days at sea and you're in Ho Chi Minh. Now here you've got the Tandin Church, which is known as the Pink church. Now, it's so flamboyantly painted pink inside and out, bright pink. Yeah, a church. Sounds fantastic. Instagrammable. A day at sea, you'll arrive in Singapore. You come off the cruise ship, and we've got a 2-night hotel package for you there as well. A great way to see the city is probably from the Singapore Flyer. That's the giant wheel you just saw there, and you can kind of go up, take it at your own pace, and see this incredible city, a bird's eye view.
I bet that's the thing now, you know, with people around the world, because there's quite a few big cities, isn't there? I was just thinking there was one in Orlando. We were there back in the winter. There's one in Singapore. Of course, there's one in London.
Yeah.
You know, the collection of pictures of these big Ferris wheels around the world. I bet that's a thing now.
Just to take it slowly and see the city in a relaxing way. So yeah, then it's your flight home. That's a great itinerary, isn't it?
Yeah, it does look lovely. Does look lovely. I do like the idea of the, well, not cursing anyone, because, you know, I never want to do anyone any harm, but the whole thing with the shoe in Hong Kong might be interesting. Very, very interesting. You know, it's something to do on the other side of the world, isn't it? We think about it. It's just a nice little private thing to do, just as a little bit of fun. But a really, really great, big, fun adventure, this one. Carnival Cruising, you are going to love. You're going to love this holiday even more, because we can do low deposit on this one. I always think that's great, because we are putting in place plans for next October. So actually to be able to do that at, you know, just a small proportion of the price today is brilliant. So just £249 each today as a deposit. We'll lock in this price for you for lots and lots of fun on the other side of the world. So much taken care of as well at £2,799 per person. And again, if you want to get together with other members of the family that you go away with holiday with, you know, you want to take the kids with you or other generations of the family, again, always talk to the team about the advantages of group booking as well. This is just brilliant. Remember, this is 20 nights for next October. It's your flight from the UK out to Japan, and you've got 2 nights there in a Tokyo hotel, which is going to be absolutely brilliant. And that's all before your fun cruise on Carnival Luminosa. That's 2 weeks worth of cruising, and you're cruising around ports in Japan and Taiwan and Hong Kong and Vietnam as well. So much fun while you're on board. So many wonderful activities, amazing dining. Have I mentioned Guy's Burgers, free included up on the pool deck during the day? Back to reality, Derek. That's just one of the inclusions, and just the most amazing relaxation there as well. So there's lots of high octane activity, but lots of relaxing as well. Now the 2-week cruise ends in Singapore, and we've even included a 2-night hotel stay there before your flight back to the UK. And remember, that's your package price. So now you know what your holiday is costing, and you can put a deposit down today of just £249 per person, which is brilliant. If you've never cruised with Carnival before, do not hesitate, do not wait. Carnival Corporation, of course, are the biggest cruising company in the world, so they know how to do cruising. Here's the overview of this offer, with all the details that you need, and details of the upgrades as well that you could take advantage of if you want to. As I say, if there's a group of you going, again, talk to the team. If you want to change the stays, by the way, so if you're thinking, okay, I'm going to Tokyo for the first time, 2 nights, I could do with that being 5 nights, no problem. Just talk to the team, we can adjust that and make it happen. The same in Singapore as well. You know, we talk about it a lot on the channel. Maybe you've never been there before. I have never been there before, so I would love to go. And maybe a 2-night stay at the end of the cruise, just, you know, it needs to be 3 or 4 or 7 maybe. Again, talk to the team, we can make it happen. We can absolutely make this completely and utterly bespoke to you right now. The best thing is, when you call our expertise on 0800 953 4700, that's exactly what it is, cruise expertise. That's all we have been majoring in for over 25 incredible years.
With 25 years of travel expertise, when booking with Cruise1st, you can be sure that you're dealing with the cruise specialists. We work with all the major cruise lines to bring you the most comprehensive selection of exclusive deals you won't find anywhere else. We can tailor-make the perfect holiday for you, adding hotel stays and exciting land tours so you can fully immerse yourself in the destinations you're visiting. As a fully bonded member of APTA and ATOL Protected, you have the peace of mind that your booking is always safe with us. We've been here on your TV screens for over a decade, making us the longest-running cruise channel in the UK. We make it easy to budget for your dream holiday. With many of our deals, just pay a deposit today, and you then have until your due date to pay the balance. Plus, we're one of the highest-rated cruise agents on Trustpilot, with over 7,000 independent reviews. This all means that you can be fully confident when booking your next exciting adventure with Cruise1st.
Do you know, I've just remembered, Polly, my first night on my first Carnival cruise. It was with Mr. P, our producer, in our ears, and we were being entertained by one of our account managers for Carnival, being shown around the ship and everything.
Okay.
And that led to a little bit of a sojourn, shall we say, to the nightclub.
Right.
And when I came out of the nightclub, it was daylight again. I
didn't know you had that in you.
That was the first night.
Oh, you peaked too soon.
Well, I mean, still got it.
That's the thing. Carnival cruising's for all ages.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much.
No, but there's lots for everyone to enjoy. So, like, don't hesitate thinking about getting the whole family, friends together for a great time. Like, it is something for everyone. So let's take in an epic Mardi Gras cruise now, which will take us from Barcelona to Orlando with plenty of roller coaster time when we get there. Now, it starts on the 16th of October, where we fly over to Barcelona to join the fabulous Carnival Mardi Gras. Amazing. Oh, one of the really cute things, if you do take the kids, although I know there are some adults, on board they have a Build-A-Bear workshop. Do you know Do you know what Build-A-Bear is?
Yeah.
Oh God, my kids would, well, the younger one would absolutely love that. To have the time as well, that's the lovely thing about cruising. Sort of all these experiences and activities on board, you've actually got the time to be present. And I know it sounds really corny about being present, but it's true. In everyday life, you'll think, oh, we've got to be here. Oh, you might not be fully immersed, whereas you are. And with Carnival, with all the wonderful things like the water park, with Bolt on board, is that something you had to go at?
No, it wasn't there at the time, but of course now roller coasters is a thing, isn't it, on cruise ships? And Carnival, you know, they're always going to go for these bonkers things, and they are brilliant to do. Something I will say to you as well, if you really, really need a holiday away, you just made a great point there actually. If you've been through a bit of a journey, a bit of a time, and you need a holiday that is a complete and utter escape, you're not just escaping from your everyday and the news in the world, which is, you know, never good if you sit and look at it again and again and again. But if you've been through some kind of journey and you just really need that escape, a cruise is excellent, because naturally you can join on the Wi-Fi and buy a package and all the rest of it to keep in touch, but ultimately you can be off the grid as well. People always assume when you're on a cruise, well, that's it, we can't get hold of them until we get back. So you kind of get left alone while you're on holiday, which is great. Quite aside all the fun and the parties and the immersion that you have on board. And I'm saying that on a cruise like this because actually this is one of those cruises where, you know, you start in one part of the world, you end up in another. So you've actually got more sea days, which is more escape time. Which is more activity time. You know, if you've got kids and young people and people who, you know, need to be doing things all the time, fine. Carnival absolutely caters for that. But also if you need a true break, you need a couple of days away to finally get that book read or whatever, you can do that very easily. So out of Barcelona we go. And
arriving in Malaga in Spain, one of my top things I want to do there, because I often fly into Malaga and then you go on somewhere else, but it's actually an incredible city with a beautiful old town, is the Picasso Museum. I'm definitely going to see it. Also flamenco show as well. Next it's Cadiz. Now here you've got the Andalusian horse show in Jerez, Spanish horsemanship, amazing. The Spanish music, and it's very traditional. You've got 18th century costumes. It sounds very grand, doesn't it? A day at sea, you'll arrive in Tenerife in the Canaries. Here you've got a modern zoo. It's called Loro Park. You've got 400 different animals there, but as well as being a zoo, it's quite, it helps rescue, rehabilitate, and it releases creatures back into their natural environments as well. Pandas, parrots, lowland gorillas, you name it, they've got it. Now you're going to cruise the Atlantic Ocean and then you're going to arrive in Celebration Key in the Bahamas. Oh yes, sunshine galore and so much fun. There's over 30 restaurants there and bars, and of course you can experience the local Bahamian flavours. Starfish Lagoon has got loads of activities, a splash pad, a shallow pool, basketball, volleyball, pickleball, there's a games pavilion. But if it's brand new, so this is not even open yet, open summer of this year. So you'll be one of the first people to arrive there.
Do you know, actually, I love the fact that Carnival going into private island resorts like this is just going to be a real treat. It's going to be great fun. It's going to be super, super relaxing. There's going to be a great atmosphere.
Well, there's an adults area as well that's got like a DJ and a swim up bar. So that's the Calypso Lagoon, whereas the Starfish Lagoon's for the whole family. And I think that's fantastic. Take yourself away. But I mean, you just want to be taking part in all these activities, down those slides, wouldn't you? So
definitely.
much. Absolutely beautiful.
Lovely.
next we're arriving in Orlando, where you're at the port for Orlando, where you'll come off the cruise ship and you've got 3 nights here, which is amazing. And again, like Derek always says, if you want to make that 5 nights, 7 nights, do it. You can go to Disney.
Yeah.
And as well, like Disney is the theme park, it's the whole experience while you're there. And then we just saw a glimpse of the fireworks at night. Like that is just a ceremony in itself. You've never seen fireworks like that before.
And also, if you just go to Disney Springs, which is like this massive, like sort of Disney shopping kind of outlet, and all the big names are there, some brilliant deals to be had. So even if you're not into theme parks and roller coasters and whatever, Orlando is fascinating because you've got all the big shopping outlets. You've got places like Icon Park, which are great to wander around. But you know what? You've got to go and do all of this kind of stuff.
Universal Studios as well. Harry Potter fans. I mean, are you one of those? Oh, look at that. That's Star Wars. That's at Hollywood Studios. I've been there. It's just everything feels so incredibly magical and is done so well. You will have the most, I promise you, the most incredible time. After that, you won't want to come home, but unfortunately you do have to, and we'll fly you there.
Yeah, no, it's fine though, because you'll just be booking the next one. You'll realise maybe you've never been out to Orlando and done the theme park thing or the shopping thing, or the fact that actually by the time you're in Orlando, we are talking, what, the back end of October? So actually, you're getting there at the back end of October and you're just thinking, oh, blimey, there's a yellow thing in the sky. Oh, blimey, I'm looking up and it's blue up there. You know, it's not greying and sheeting it down. And of course, we'll be on the run up to Halloween as well. My word, do they do Halloween. I mean, they decorate up all of the theme parks for Halloween. It's a massive, massive thing in the States. Yes, you'll quite rightly be there for that as well. Nice spooky time to be there. Now, you cannot beat this deal for the value that is packed in and the perfect getaway for the whole family. So I am going to just show you the price tag right now. This is such an amazing time to go to this part of the world. And of course, with this, you're getting the cruise with many, many more days of cruise time than you would expect for your price. And you're getting your 3 nights in Orlando. And of course, then the flight back from Orlando. So flight out to Barcelona for the start of the cruise, flight back from Orlando at the end of the cruise. Deposits on this, again, available, and I'd be quick, I would, on this kind of package as well. £249 each today to make it happen. Imagine doing Halloween in a very, very different way with the whole family out in the States. That would be incredible. Absolutely awesome to do. There's so much wrapped up into that price tag as well. Remember, flight to Barcelona, 2 weeks of cruising with Carnival, full board, all the fun, all the facilities, activity, dining, entertainment, you name it, it's there, and the roller coaster as well. So your guys' burgers, of course, one at a time responsible. Oh, yeah, one a day. Nightclub, yes, absolutely, yeah. Come out of the nightclub and, oh, hello, it's daylight again, which is fine because you've got some nice sea days on this one. So you're sailing around Spain to the Canaries and then across the pond to Celebration Key in the Bahamas, the brand new resort there for you for Carnival, which is brilliant. And then you end in Port Canaveral, where you end the cruise, but you're checking into a hotel in Orlando for 3 fabulous nights. That's where you go and do all the theme parks and the shopping and just enjoying the sun and Halloween before flying back to the UK. That's a pretty good price tag, actually, isn't it? I'd say be very, 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 very quick to get that booked. Remember, low deposit gets that booked for you today. Do you fancy it? Why not? Friends that you go on holiday with, talk to other members of the family. Maybe there's a big family birthday. Maybe, you know, one of the senior members of the family is having a big birthday around about this time of the year, and you're just thinking, oh, actually, that would be better than just going and sitting on one beach for a week together. Let's go and do something like this, and it's not costing us an awful lot more, and we're getting to do all the fun of the theme parks and everything in Orlando as well. Sounds good. I'm tempted. I'm very, very tempted. Here's the overview of the offer. It's incredible. Absolutely brilliant. You will love it. I mean, everything is right. I mean, every tick is there for you, isn't it? If you think about it, there's an amazing solo price there for you as well, which is not, you know, it's not a king's ransom, you know, away from your price for 2, which is amazing, which is really, really good, and low deposits all the way around. And if you want more nights in Orlando, if you want a couple of nights in Barcelona before you go, again, talk to the team, we'll make it happen. Not a problem whatsoever. 0800 953 4700. Do you know what? I think I think I'm a little bit mesmerised by that offer. You know, sometimes obviously we spend a lot of our time, don't we, preparing each one of the shows when we get the offers and whatever. But it's only sometimes when we talk to you about it and we look at it and you see the time of the year and just the duration of the holiday and where everything just beautifully fits together, and you think,
we sell it to ourselves. Well, I've got a really good one now. I've got a nice late deal with Carnival, and it includes a cheeky free cabin upgrade, and it includes you heading off to Australia in May.
Nice.
Well, we've got 16 amazing nights lined up, flying first from the UK to Sydney in Oz for a 4-night hotel stay. Sydney is is definitely a bucket list place.
Oh, for sure.
All
Absolutely.
those kind of things you've sort of thought about to do, you can do. There's other like crazy easy things to do. Manly Ferry is really, really nice. Now, people use it to commute, but my husband's cousin lives there, and he said just in itself you get to ride around. It takes you to Taronga Zoo as well, and you get to see just beautiful sights of Sydney from the water. Oh look, there we are, there's the zoo. How lovely. But I mean, I think anything you're doing in Sydney, even just going to the Opera House and sitting outside and just having a coffee or a glass of wine is like, wow.
Just be a tourist. I mean, at the end of the day, it's not happening every week, is it? Going to a place like Sydney in Australia, and, you know, show me anyone that doesn't want to go and see it.
Exactly. Oh, there we go. The bridge climb. If you fancy going up the Harbour Bridge.
Not so sure about that.
I think it's like a good 4 hours. It's quite arduous. So then you're going to join.
I'll watch.
Carnival for cruising. Carnival Splendor, 10 nights of fun. Look at that, having a go on a rope line. Just reading a book. I've got to say, I don't read unless I'm on holiday because I can't switch off. And I think that's so lovely.
I'm the same, because I've always got my phone in my hand. And of course, like I said before, you can buy a Wi-Fi package on board or whatever, but actually it's a good opportunity to just escape all of that. Get a paper book in your hand. Remember the good old days. How amazing.
The pages fall out. But you've got a theme park on board with Bolt, you know, having a go at a roller coaster. You've got all these incredible slides when you're on board. Whether you want to do more, I don't know, would you call mini golf like more of a sedate activity, something like that?
Well, when do we do it these days? I mean, you know, on a cloudy day on you know, on our coastline somewhere. I don't want to knock any specific resort, but
doing it in the sunshine.
Past its best, maybe.
On the funnest cruise ship ever.
I will tell you that Carnival Splendor is so popular because obviously for cruises in Australia, this is like their cruise ship. Carnival Splendor does a lot of cruising from and to and around Australia. So the Aussies absolutely love this ship, and they do. Carnival do lots of themed cruises during the year as well on Carnival Splendor. We were talking about Halloween before in the previous offer. They actually do Grinchmas cruises in July in Australia on Carnival Splendor. They do Halloween themed cruises. They do Christmas cruises as well, because obviously Christmas isn't Christmas really in Australia because it's summer. December is summer in Australia, but they have a Christmas cruise there as well, which is lovely. But it's a really lovely ship to be on board.
Great
not
ship.
Too big either, actually, just the right size.
I know, and I think it's just like whether you want to do kind of bingo, which I think is fun. Again, don't get to it every day, or you want to go to a white party. It's just amazing. So you're cruising out of Sydney and arriving in Moreton Island. It's just an amazing playground here. You have the option to do absolutely anything from snorkeling, stunning shipwrecks, zip lining. You can go on a Segway along the beach, which would be fun. Kayaking, there's glass bottom boat cruises, scuba diving, parasailing, helicopter rides, and dolphin feeding as well. I know. Day at sea, you'll arrive in Willis Island for a bit of scenic cruising. It's just pristine, natural beauty, clear waters. You've got abundant marine life located in that gorgeous crystal blue sea. It's just stunning, absolutely stunning. On to Port Douglas next. Now here you can go river drift snorkeling in the Daintree River, no less. Wow. And you can see all the rainforest creatures, fish, turtles, and floating around. It's a nice guided tour, and you can do a bit of crocodile spotting also. Cairns is next. Here you can just immerse yourself in nature at Cairns Zoom and Wildlife Dome. You can meet a koala while you're there. There's wildlife presentations. There's also a high rope course as well, so great for adrenaline junkies. Early Beach is next. Now, obviously you can relax on the beach because look how beautiful it is. If you do a bit of a thrill seeker like Derek here, you can do a skydive. Yeah, in the heart of the Whitsunday Islands. Amazing. Iconic. A couple of days at sea, you'll arrive back into Australia where you get your flight home.
Lovely, and that's back from Sydney, of course. Airlie Beach is brilliant for the Barrier Reef, of course, as well. Just going back to Willis Island, the most beautiful, beautiful scenic cruising there, because the island has 3 people who work at a weather station that live there, and apart from that, it's a colony of blue-footed boobies, which you can spot. They're birds. You can spot them from the ship. So it's a really, really interesting cruise, this one. Really, really interesting cruise. You're going to absolutely love it. I mean, listen, being in Australia and around Australia, that sounds good already, doesn't it? Remember with this, you've got your stay in Sydney as well as the cruise. And this is a cracking deal with a free upgrade in terms of the cruise. The only thing is, it goes in May, and that's rather soon. So it's an inside price, but you're going ocean view. You're welcome. Here's the price tag. I can't believe this for an Australia deal. There is 4 nights in Sydney there as well. That's return flights to and from Sydney, 4 nights in a hotel in Sydney, and 10 nights of cruising around Australia full board, including Cairns and Airlie Beach, which are perfect for exploring the Great Barrier Reef. Now, there are other dates for the package in May, June and August this year, but I'd be sticking with this date where I'm being upgraded to an ocean view for free. It's flights to and from Sydney, a 4-night hotel stay in Sydney and a 10-night cruise. Thank you very much. You just have to be really, really quick. I mean, this, in terms of late deals in Australia, they're not 2 things that go together. They're not 2 things that I've seen at all talking to you on TV about cruises for the last 15 plus years. So that is one to jump on really, really quickly. Here's the overview for the offer. As I say, there's other dates that you can go, May, June and August this year, and also next year in April and May. But that date there, if you can make the 22nd of May work for you and you're thinking, brilliant, there's nothing in my way right now whatsoever, get in and get the deal, get the free upgrade as well. I mean, that's so good. That's ridiculous. That's the price you would imagine flights to and from Sydney to be, isn't it? You wouldn't imagine to get anything more than the flight to and from Sydney for £2,000, would you? There you're getting 4 nights in a hotel in Sydney, 10 nights of cruising with Carnival, a free upgrade in terms of your cabin as well, up to an ocean view. It is ridiculous. Now, if you're going for one of the later dates, so one of the later in this year or next year dates, there's a low deposit opportunity there as well, starting from just £249 each. So I tell you what, that's absolutely brilliant. Mr. P is wondering, because he sits in there in a dark gallery and wonders the strangest of things. He's thinking, do they do the conga the other way round in Australia because everything's down under? Maybe they do it backwards rather than forwards. Yeah. Oh, blimey, I nearly took the furniture with me there, trying to conga backwards. Trying to do it forwards is hard enough.
Break a leg.
No, that's true.
At your age.
No, absolutely.
But I think we've done something for everyone there. We've got theme parks in Orlando. We've done a bit of Europe. We've done a bit of Asia. We've done Australia. And activities galore. I mean, what's not to love? Have we kind of sparked your brain holiday taste buds? What are they?
Well, I tell you what, if you want the deal of the day, it's got to be that one, hasn't it? Got to be that one for Australia in May. If you can clear the decks and get the time off for it, or, you know, if time's not an issue for you, I'd be jumping on that straight away. Carnivals for cruises of all ages as well, so don't think it's about all of the, you know, the family with young kids and whatever. It's for everyone. You're just going to have the greatest time. Good luck if you get that amazing deal or any of the deals in this show, because they're all great fun. You'll love Carnival and you'll come back with a big smile on your face. We'll see you back here a little bit later.
Bye-bye.